This is Chris Rafferty's cousin's art project and is said to include pictures of Davy, he swims for Yukon, Bethany's yearbook picture, Davy's younger sister, and Stephanie, who is an only child. Okay, so you asked the cousins. Which to you, that would be... They would be a cousin. They would be a cousin. They would be an uncle. Well, they'd be like an uncle twice removed or something. Some shit like that. But anyways, so the only child, shit, it could be you or you or you. Well, no, it wouldn't be you, it could be you or you. Okay. Perhaps you could extract them using an application on the PC. True, Pixpop. The best free photo editor. Telephoto magazine. Telephoto magazine. What the hell would they talk about? Toy photo magazine might be something I can look up. I don't have anything like to use. Zoom with your mouse wheel or left/right click. Oh. Oh. Go back. It's funny how the like vision works. That like just kind of pops into place. Dichotomai. Dichotomai. Okay. 3 pictures were scrambled as part of Chris Rafferty's cousins. You've reassembled this one the first. For more information about this photo, inspect Chris's art project. Yeah. I don't know why you're not kept with the art project, to be honest. But, oh well. So, Davy's younger sister. Alright, Davy could be a lot of people. Rotate with your mouse wheel or left click. Ah. Okay. Start with the face, work from there. Oh, for God's sake. That looks right to me. Oh. There it is. There it is. Alright, so that's Stephanie. You go to something middle school. GE something middle school. Okay. Huh? Oh. Oh dear. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, oh dear, this is gonna be the death of me. That part doesn't go there. Wait, you go there. So where does this part go? Do you go there? You go there. Okay. Oh God. I mean, that's the chest, I guess. No, fuck you, duck. I got this shit. Alright. Now I just need to get you into there. Just to do that, I'll just I don't know if you're gonna be a top right or top left corner. Think that's right? Boom. The swimmer. Okay. the swimmer. He swims for Yukon. Yukon. When you search Yukon, you find out that it's University of Connecticut and that Davy Kellogg IV is on their swim team, the Huskies. He also came in second in his most recent competition, though that doesn't seem relevant. Davy Kellogg IV. Okay, I can rename this to Davy and Davy Plus. Davy Kellogg IV swims for University of Connecticut. On the Huskies swim team. Okay, so Davy Kellogg IV. So who the fuck was naming Davies? Davy Kellogg IV. Yeah, especially like 1990 or something. I mean, Kellogg was popping off then. Alright, where's some Daves? Ernie, Carl, Edward, Elias, Gwen. Wait, was there another picture of Gwen somewhere? Oh yeah, that is you. What? Davy Kellogg IV. How? How? Alright, how many Davies do I got? There's only David the third and fourth. Okay, so you... Alright, so you're Clancy Edwards, then you're Clancy Jr. And then you named your kid Carl, so you didn't even go for the junior. James, Jim. Davy, Roottrees, the third and the fourth. Well, I mean... Which the fourth one could be one of them, technically. Well, so probably like a man named Davy Kellogg II. No, Davy Kellogg III married one of the female Roottrees and had a kid, and they named the kid Davy Kellogg IV. Probably what happened. Now, whose fucking kid that is? Couldn't tell ya. Davy's younger sister, so Davy's the eldest. And Stephanie, who's an only child. There's a lot of people Stephanie could be if I'm being honest. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We'll go hog wild. We'll just throw you here. So you married David Kellogg III, which ended up with David Kellogg IV, who's that schmuck. They, by now, are probably in college. Can I put swimmer? Okay, no. The Huskies, they said they're in high school. University of Connecticut, that's college. They're in college. And this is Bethany. Kellogg Bethany. They are you're a student. Well, you're probably maybe a student. If you got the yearbook photo, then probably K to 12 covers high school, right? Yeah, that covers high school. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we got their life story. I don't know whose like kids you are though. You definitely, your father was probably Kellogg David III. Now, as far as like where on this graph you end up, or this family tree rather, no fucking clue. And then Stephanie, I don't think I got much on them. University of Connecticut Huskies. Okay. Davy Kellogg III. Okay. Nothing on Davy Kellogg III though. Tough. Okay. Telephoto magazine. Pick. Maybe I can search pick spot. Are you stupid? You're. Are you stupid? What was that schmuck's, his clergy watch, wasn't able to bring anything up for that. Anywho, just remind me and bring him up. Go Tartans. Okay. Tartans. The Tartans are the mascot for the Carnegie Mellon University. Okay. Okay. Davy Plus, I'll throw this on Davy Plus. Clark's kid, who's Chris Rafferty, goes to Carnegie Mellon University. Go Tartans. Okay. Carnegie Mellon University. Okay. You say it's not relevant, but I'm not convinced yet. Who the hell? What the hell is Lulu? Okay. Anybody start with an L? Louisa? Sure. Sure, Louisa. Man, Clark, who the hell did you marry? Rafferty LaRue. So, wait, did you go from fucking the sister to fucking the other sister? Wait a minute. Nah, see, because if Clark didn't have a kid with Franks, had a kid with LaRue Jane, wouldn't Chris have had the LaRue last name? So LaRue had to come from the second wife, or sorry, the third wife. What I got down is LaRue Kim right now. I don't even know where Kim LaRue is. Oh yeah, I was basing that off of that, which doesn't necessarily need to be true. That could be your second wife, to be honest. Or your third wife, sorry. You got a lot of wives, man. Wait, now you add telephoto? I don't know why that gave me telephoto. Yeah, bring that back up. youngest Kim is about to step into a prominent role on Broadway. The fuck? The Lucky LaRue's. Yeah, then you're probably you could be Kim. You could be. Not certain, but you could be. You're definitely Tessa Roottrees. I just don't know who's like your father or mother. But you're not related to Tessa Green Penelope, I don't think. Well, you could be. I guess they could somehow be related. But I don't know how, because you have the last name Roottrees. It's two fellas named Tessa. Yeah, let's search WRTD online, see if they got any more news. Not much there. Okay, and Carnegie Mellon University really... Okay, let's take a look back at the... which photo? That photo. Something GE Middle School. Don't know what that school is. The fuck is your job, man? Can I, like, 555 fix her up? Okay. Didn't know if I could search for that. They got I-72 on here. Exit 23. They got Google Maps on here. No. Roottrees Motors. Definitely searched for this before, but you know. Yeah, go to Butler County Times. Go for that. Wilkins Motors. Wilkins Motors. Why the name would have changed might be. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. Well, Landon Cattrall. I think there's another Cattrall somewhere. Sam Cattrall and Cattrall Stephanie. Landon. Mark Landon, Stephanie Landon. Oh, hard to say. No, wait, you're married? You're not gonna be married already? No way, they're already married and just still in high school. Oh, stuff. Also, I guess Madsen. So then you're either married to Cattrall or the other. You're a student. Okay. Don't know who tested Roottrees. How many Wilkinsons are there? Catherine Wilkinson, or Wilkins. There's one Wilkins. The Wilkins like married them, so then they like took over the business. Well, you're like, okay, so you're a mechanic. If you were working for the Wilkins, and then eventually you took over the business, you probably have a kid that you might have coerced into working there. Oh! Wow, that's unbelievable. Alright. That's unbelievable. Okay, so then your father is Sam Control. Oh yeah, he did tap both sisters. Oh my god. This fucking guy. He tapped two of them, cousin did the third, and he had kids with two of them. Without. This guy, what the hell is your job, man? I swear to fucking God, what is your job? Okay, well, second. Were you like the third president for a time? I feel like I guessed that already, it wasn't it, but like, I don't know what the fuck. Okay, let's put you down as third president and see if I can bring up Roottrees Clancy Edward. So his firstborn son. Yeah. Are there any more juniors left in this fucking family tree? All the juniors are found. That's actually kind of crazy. Edward Clancy Roottrees. Clark's gotten married again. No Roottrees has ever remarried. Sure lost Jacob and Gwen divorced while Bill just before she had her second. But neither of us ever took a second husband. With the way the world's moving, I guess it was inevitable in this family. Someone would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. I'm gonna guess Eli C is you. What am I gonna say for Clancy or Edward? Clancy or Edward? Eli C probably raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock, pun intended. Who knows what causes these things? I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on a band. Without her, they wouldn't last long as a trio, but I still don't think marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last, and Lord knows I was right last time. Okay. Eli's marriage seems fine. Can I like go to the local butler? Can I just search like marriage? Can I search like the marriage records? Should I just search deja vu? Yeah, like, it's... Okay. It's like, I got them all crossed up, there's still... 2 intuition. So I guess I should just do them all. Plane crash, countless advertisements, conversations about the various products made by Roottrees Candy Company, most of them is Carl Roottrees, who is president of Roottrees Candy Company. His daughters are also eulogized, collectively referred to as Roottrees, as they've been famous from a very early age. Alright, we'll just fuck it, we'll go down the line. Root, Maple, Chris, Root, Rose, Riley. Carl Roottrees. It's a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, the Roottrees, and the other employees that perished in a terrible tragedy. The entire Roottrees family is in shock, and Chris perhaps this time as the head of our company. Carl was an incredible man, but mentally feeling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time in the interim. We hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family's triumphs and accomplishments. Propaganda site created by the Roottrees Candy Company that tells this picture of him as with Gwyneth. Yep. Biography section. LA is invented in 5 pieces. Father farming inherited by Mary's wife. Only produced syrup. Elias spent his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He's quoted on the site as saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, and that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy." The site enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no other additional details. A few more quotes about Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottrees Legacy by Bess Williams. A long list of accomplishments and awards, one stands out. Like his great-grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. I definitely went down Family Man. Yeah. Gov Anderson, No Brothers, Anderson Maple Farm, Alias took over the farm, produced only syrup. It was supposedly Alias's idea to create candy instead. Their syrup's not immediate. Maple flavor, 5 pieces, expanded. Daily demonstration, educational tours. They're going to abuse the housewife in the early 1900s. Roottrees. The actress, Guys Like Us, granddaughter. She shouldn't have been named Roottrees, but her father took her mother's famous name. Can I search like Margot Light Roottrees? Yeah, that's surprising. So, you could be like genuinely anyone who's a male. Fancy Flavors was in addition to the 5-piece product line for less than a year in 1979. Okay, candy. Fancy Flavors. It was Guy Hudson's first and historically most cited move as president of Roottrees. Holy shit. Guy Hudson was president of Roottrees Candy Co. Wait. So Guy Hudson was the 3rd president after Zach. Zach passed it down to Guy. He may have wanted to keep it in a thing. You're not the 3rd president. I don't know what the fuck you are, but you're not the 3rd president. This could maybe be Guy Hudson? No clue what they look like, but maybe. In an attempt to cater more towards what he thought the average person wanted, Guy looked at his own wealth, which was often a source of envy for others, and decided to tap into the idea that if they added fancy flavors to 5 pieces, anyone could live like the wealthy. This philosophy led to a flavor in 5 pieces that was meant to mimic caviar. 5 pieces sold less that year than it had any other year, except in some foreign markets. It was very quickly announced that caviar was meant to be a limited flavor and would go back to normal as soon as possible. Fancy Flavors caviar. Well, if you're adding caviar flavor, then like you're probably naming it after a sea. Maybe, who fucking knows? Fancy flavors. Maybe, fancy flavors. Really? Really? Although the Butler County Times does not archive their obituaries, they did a front page story in 1982 about Guy Hudson and his wife Patricia dying in a car accident. Is that another fucking Patricia? Wife named Patricia. Died in car accident. Died in car accident. The story itself is surprisingly light on relevant details due to the recency of the accident. In 1982. Police reported that the crash was caused by an unidentified driver who swerved in front of Hudson's car, causing them to brake hard and veer off the interstate. Although Guy was a somewhat controversial president, foul play is not suspected. There were witnesses who reported that the vehicle which instigated the wreck was speeding, swerving between lanes, and cutting other drivers off as well for at least 5 or 6 minutes before a tragic accident. One witness says it could have been any one of us who they eventually ran off the road. The aggressor fled after the accident. Police have few leads other than make and model. Guy had been president of Roottrees Company for only 4 years, though an undoubtedly volatile period in the company's history. He and his wife had no children. That's big. That's big. You're Guy Hudson? You were president of the Roottrees Company for a wee bit. So that means your father is Bonnie Hudson, and then you're the other Hudson. Sorry, no, you're Bonnie, and then the other Hudson. You're Christopher Hudson. You're probably fucking housewife. The housewife gambit never fails. We'll go for that. Okay, that was a big lore drop actually. Okay. Good. Good. Is there anything on Zachariah Mormon? Yeah, okay. In 1959, there was a small blurb about Zach Morden, son of James and Gwendolyn Morden, and grandson of Elias Roottrees. He's quoted as saying, Elias entrusted me with carrying on his legacy, and that's what I plan to do. Along with 5 pieces of chocolate maple products I saw in Curry Willow, we would not be making any changes. Yeah, I remember finding this. Wait, how many other Mordens are there? Sorry. Morden. Oh shit. They're both female? Oh shit. Caroline and Gwendoline. I've heard both of those names. Well, you were named Gwendoline, and then the next one was named Gwendoline? Wait, Lauren's Diary. Fucking, what the fuck dumbass thing did you say? I think Gwendoline got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was Elias's mother. His name tend to get all mixed up on the generations went on. This is because there's no female equivalent of Junior. Gwendoline was named that because of a combination of Carolyn, who's your mom, Gwyneth, yours, and then Carolyn, who's your mom. So, I don't fucking know. Man, why the fuck would you name your kid Gwendoline if that's your mom's name? Are you, like, daft? Caroline is listed on a few art websites without much detail. She seems to be associated with a movement called P-Flag. P-Flag. An organization founded in the 70s, the acronym stands for Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. Holy shit. Okay. Guess I'll throw you down on Davy Plus because I don't really know. Caroline Morgan supports works for P-Flag. Parents and friends of lesbians and gays. She's gay. Well, she's gay, I think. Who else was gay? I mean, if they'll answer. Stephanie Jones, mom is lesbian. Caroline is mother. Stephanie Jones. Stephanie Jones. Stephanie Jones. Okay. Caroline and Stephanie Jones. Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughter's bring. Don't let her conflict spread to the next generation. So Caroline married someone, presumably a male, had a kid, either lost custody of the kid or became lesbian, and then the other woman got custody of the kid. And that's Stephanie Jones. Born Stephanie Landon. Yeah. Probably? Yeah, probably. Yeah, because none of the other ones are married. There's only so many people married. Activist? You work for P-Flag. You find a cover story about local art installations, including one by Caroline Morden. She's an artist. She's an artist. I misspelled it, Anne. There isn't much about Caroline as a person. This is mostly a listing of art in Butler County. She seems to get top billing. Accompanying this story, there is an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. It is captioned, Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. Atlantis Burden. This sculpture is one of many featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait Art and the Beauty of Women. Oh, we might have hit the jackpot. Probably not, but self-portrait art and the beauty of women, written by Caroline Morden. According to a quote further down, Atlantis Burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. The picture on the front has been added to your evidence. Boom! You're Caroline Morden. The image that accompanied a story about local art in the Butler County Times is captioned, Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis Burden. This sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait Art and the Beauty of Women. This is just one of the many pieces of local art at the Something Art Expo. Something Art Expo. Okay. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta find self-portrait. That's the wrong one. Caroline Morden. No. Control Z. Control C. Control V. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Okay. Eloise. Okay. Dedicated to Eloise and Stephanie. Mostly black and white pictures of Caroline's art, the centerpiece is a series of full-color nude self-portraits at different ages, stretching from 25 to 30. They certainly have not been added to your evidence. In the intro, Caroline talks about influences. She was one of the youngest in her generation, and in her late teens, she felt betrayed when her sister Gwendoline, that's facts, and cousin Bonnie, that's facts, gave up on dreams to settle for boring men. She especially dislikes her brother-in-law, Dr. Wilson. Holy shit. Bro! Who she calls completely bogus. Okay, we are a doctor. Okay, I need to search up Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson. Search. Caroline Morden. She's an artist. Calls Dr. Wilson completely bogus. Oh, Davey has not. That the plus is doing the heavy lifting. Davey has not been the main thing for this page for a while. Their marriages led her to double down on her passions, art and the environment. She even married a man who was the opposite of boring, which was an overcorrection. Let me guess. Well... Well... Stephanie Jones is you. Okay, no, Stephanie Jones gotta be your kid. And you run for, like, council, right? City Hall? Stephanie. Born Stephanie Landon, won election for City Hall. Carolina's mother. I had all this written way long ago. Okay. You work in City Hall. What the hell would that be called? I guess you're a public speaker? So you married, you married this fellow. Don't know what his name is. Do we just go super racist, stereotypical? Let's go God. I probably shouldn't. Okay, no names jump out to me, so that's not a great line of logic. I was thinking like maybe LaShawn or something. No. Jaquan? No. Gotta go super racist and stereotypical. Okay. She works on city council. Neither of those are terms, so I guess public speaker is what I got. I don't know who you're married to, but let's go back to here. She comes out strongly against the Roottrees company's effects on the local environment and rues how she was not able to convince her father, Zach, facts, to make changes to policy. She also explains that her marriage to Mark led to the most volatile moments in her life, all negative, and that the only good thing he ever gave her was a daughter. Facts. Leaving them all behind for good has pushed her to pursue her true loves, art and the beauty of women. Okay, dedicated to Eloise, that's probably like, your next spouse. Okay, you yap about Gwendoline. They sell it for boring men. Okay. Unsurprising, they had kids. Yeah, no, they're Eloise is lesbian. They don't need a last name. Alright. Put you Davey. Married to Eloise. Stephanie is their kid. Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson. Fuck yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go piss. Did I get Lulu right? I did. Okay. Good. Alright. Dr. Stephen Wilson. Dr. Stephen Wilson. Pediatrician. Dr. Stephen Wilson is a pediatrician who practices north of Pittsburgh. Although there are a lot of Stephen Wilsons and Dr. Wilsons, this one apparently found a way to game the search results, as he pops to the top every time. His website claims that he is the pediatrician to the stars. Pediatrician Pediatrician. Choose the stars. The only evidence for this is that he apparently was the doctor to the Roottrees sisters. Doctor to the Roottrees sisters. There's a picture of him on his website, as well as a picture of his 3 children. Holy shit, he's the father. Has 3 children. The 3 of them look as though the photographer was holding them hostage. Regardless, the photos have been added to evidence. There is also a quote that, although credited to his child Jason, one child named Jason, you suspect might not be written by a 10-year-old. Sean! My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like he would me, my big brother, or my sister. Jason is middle child. Jason has big brother and sister. Sister, maybe little. Boom. Yo, Steven Wilson, look at that tie! Oh my god. That's some shit Review Bro would be wearing as he lambasts the new fucking item from like Taco Bell. My man. This is Dr. Steven Wilson, self-proclaimed pediatrician to the stars. He also found this photo. He found this photo on his website. Wow, they look miserable. Alright, Jason's gotta be the youngest. Youngest child. Dr. Steven Wilson's kids. The quote below the picture was credited to Jason. My dad is the best dad in the entire world, and he treats every patient with world-class care. He will treat your children like you would me, my big brother, or my sister. This picture has a date on it. It seems like this was taken 2 years ago in 1996. I mean, I'm gonna say she's the middle child, but damn, she looks fucking old, honestly. Well, you're the only one left who had 3 kids. You're definitely more than Gwendoline. Your job was probably housewife. The housewife game it never fails. Steven Wilson. Yeah. There's you. We have 3 kids. The biggest kid's name is Zach, probably. You're probably in college. Ooh. Here you go. Booyah. Your job title is not public speaker. What is the job title for someone who works for city council? Fuck it, she works in politics. Yeah, Caroline's like bitching as though you aren't like living. You're marrying boring men. It's like, damn, they got fucking 3 kids? They don't gotta work? Fucking hell. Oh yeah, Caroline's probably in this photo. Ah, that's probably you. You wear a beret, you're an artist, that's you. Well then you're you. Who's left on this fucking photo? Bonnie. Got. Next president, Guy Hudson. Got. Ernie Jr. Got. Caroline. Don't have yet, but that's definitely them. Gwyneth M. Gwendoline. Wait, there's a Gwyneth M and a Gwendoline. Okay, then where's Gwyneth N? Who the hell's Gwyneth M? Gwyneth M. Yeah. What's the 41 out of 49 about? That's how much of the family tree is filled out. Okay, so Gwyneth M, you. Gwendoline. Probably you. Miracle Jr. Boom. Jim Roottrees. Boom. Clark. I think that's that fucker. Carl. Boom. Eli M. Are you Eli? Eli. And who's Eli M? I don't know. Eli M. Oh, I think that'd have to be you then, because you're the last fucking one left. You're also youngest that's still from that generation. What Roottrees names are left? Well, November was written on the back of this, right? Yeah, November. Yeah, so you're November. This picture was taken in the 70s. Now the big question, did November Roottrees die? Doesn't seem like they did. Huh. So I think you're November Roottrees. I don't know who Eli C is. Don't know who Eli C is, but if that picture was taken in the 70s, I'd be like 28, well, at least about 25 years, so you'd be in your mid-30s. And you're not married, so you could still be well, no, you could still be a housewife in job trade. Who was, like, November Studios? Local dance school. They advertise lessons for ballet and jazz classes. Okay. You're a dancer. Boom. There's a few I definitely know. I don't know who the fuck Jim's kids are. Alright, so like if I'm thinking about this right, 3 out of 4 of these should be correct right now. What is your job, man? Baby. You're in advertising. Oh my god. that makes a lot of sense now. I probably should have reached that earlier, but that's fine. We're there. Alright. Now, the final 4. 2 of these are free. This is your husband. You're Gem. You're probably in college as well. Jason. You're probably like school student. You're probably K-12. So those are like correct. How many men are left? Wait, Brian Jones. Who's Brian Jones? Brian Jones is a famous athlete who broke a pole vaulting record in 1954. It doesn't seem related to the Roottrees. Brian Jones. Jones Graphic and Print. Okay, yeah, and then Brian Jones like talks about his clients, so you're probably Brian Jones. Yeah, you're Brian Jones, because the other kids are going to be either Diamonds or... They're either going to be LaRue's or Roottrees. What fucking Roottrees are left? Candy and Wolf Roottree. Okay, how the hell am I going to get to their kids? Where's my notes about the company? Do I follow with Laura? No, yeah, I do. Stephanie Joe's campaign mailers. Boom. Yeah, so you're probably You're probably them. Because these people would not be old enough to... They're also Roottrees. That'd have to be... That guy would have to be... Brian Jones. So we got Carl... So these are Jim Roottree's kids. Jim has become a bit of a recluse and he hasn't made a public appearance since 1996. Oliver. Oliver. Okay. Alright, so what Roottrees left? Jim's kids, Candy, and the Wolf Roottrie. Man, why the hell would you name your kid Candy? This family's so fucking bad at naming. Why would you name your kid Candy? You got the whole candy business. Wolf's a fire name, I'll be honest. Well... No, it's kind of fire. It's like stupid, but it's kind of fire. So I can still get 2 from here, so it's probably down the Jim Roottrie rabbit hole. Cherry tree. Sound of laughter. Damn. Couldn't even get in there. That's insane. Cherry tree. True, true, true. Bruh. Sound of laughter. Oh, it's not gonna have good search results. Oh. Album by Jim and Diamond, released in 1989. You can't even find a picture of the cover. It doesn't appear to have been very successful, and reviews seem middling, even from fans. Some basic liner notes exist on a Jim Roottrees fan page, and it states that the lyrics and guitar are credited to Jim Roottrees, and the vocals are credited to Diamond LaRue. Okay. Released in 1989. Okay. Yeah. Cherry tree. Fucked up. Sound of laughter really not on here? Damn! I fucking fell off. So I made sound of laughter. Alright, well if the gym rabbit hole isn't working, maybe Diamond LaRue? Diamond's Dazzlers? Diamond's Dazzlers is the name of the official fan club for Jim and Diamond. You find a forum post called Cool Things You Got in the Mail on a random forum about video games. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond still send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers. It's accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. Apparently, even though it is no longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. There's a fierce debate in the subsequent posts about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996 included pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Fluzzies. The picture has been added to your evidence. Boom. Found a picture of Christmas card from Jim and Diamond to their fan club in 1996. 2 years ago, the script said the picture was Wolf listening to his parents' latest music. Yeah. Wolf's probably the younger one then. You're a student. I'll say K-12. You could be college though. You're Candy. You're a musician. Now I need to look up the Fluzzies. The Fluzzies. Jim's daughter's band. The Fluzzies are an all-female punk band operating out of New York City. They're mentioned in passing in an online review from earlier this year. Apparently, they were the opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual, and not because of the music, which she described as loud, fast, and repetitive, but not in a good way. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she was told they were rumored to be the children of other famous musicians, didn't want to be why they became popular. The reviewer also mentioned that for an underground and unknown band with absolutely no following, their equipment was all extremely expensive, and not only were they selling CDs, but they only cost $1. They probably were losing a fortune. The reviewer said although she bought a copy, she would be unlikely to ever listen to any of it again, except maybe Beef Baby, the 7th track. There's no picture of the Fluzzies performing live, but the cover for the CD they were selling, Conquistador, has been added to your evidence. Beef Baby. I don't know how old she is, so I'm not gonna say anything like that. A CD from a band called the Fluzzies that is only available at their live shows. The credits on the cover say guitar/vocals Candy, bass Nikki, drums Nina. Alright, so that's you. That's you. Alright, are you in college? Man, Wolf, what the hell do you do? Okay, well maybe you're still in high school. And you're in K-12. Yeah. There you go. Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Booyah. Top secret.
To my genealogy genie. If you're reading this, it means you've locked in 49 blood relatives. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. There are 2 more entries on the family tree I'd like you to consider. These last 2 are optional. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready.
Okay. Last 2 are optional and won't lock in until you say I'm ready. You can summon me whenever you wish. However, this will end your search and reveal the truth. So make sure you're ready. Who is EC? I've been wondering that for a while, man. I got a lot of wives and husbands I also don't know. Probably you. Because I was at the old farm that you worked at. Yeah, they were their guardian. Still a 2 on there. Alright. So, was it Bonnie, next President Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendoline, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees, Clark, Carl, Eli M., and then November. So they're all accounted for. Eli C. So I became Uncle Junior or Miracles Eli or Eli C. Uncle Junior, Miracles Eli or Eli C. Edward Clancy Roottrees. Alright, that's you. Now, who would you be married to? Him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. Sure, you're sure. Sure. Okay. Elias hid her away with a local farmhand known as EC. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. Jennifer met or heard of Patricia as he unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr. and they finally married. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Laura never romantic quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Rootree in the first place. He wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. EC. The farmhands EC and John. Alright. E does C. Who works on the farm with John? Raised Sam for like on the farm. He was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago. Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. So Eli C. taught Sam how to do some mechanic work. You're a mechanic. The motor company was Wilkins Motors. Catherine Wilkins. He worked on the farm. No, you probably don't play back in the Wilkins. Since you worked on the farm. I have some evidence I can look at that anyways for. Around for 50 years. It's in 1996, so they started in 1946. Not impossible that one view was a Wilkins. Given it's been around for 50 years, but also... Well, they would have had to get into the auto business somehow, so it could have been for them. E.C. lived with Mr. Miller. When was that picture taken? $1935. They probably didn't start that then. Alright, so the only thing, like, saying I can get to somewhere is this. Fucking hell. Elias Roottrees was awarded Watchman of the Year in 1936 for his accomplishment of rolling out 5 pieces to gold market. Notes from the article and scan someone made of a cover have been added to your evidence. Elias Roottrees was voted Watchman of the Year by Business Watch in 1936, and a painting of him appears on the cover. The magazine says he was voted Watchman of the Year specifically to recognize the global rollout of 5 pieces. Inside the article is titled on 5 pieces. 1908, Elias forms the Roottrees Candy Company after marrying his wife, who inherited a maple farm during the period before 5 pieces. The company is barely profitable. 1909, Elias has a daughter, the first of 5 children. 4 more follow, leading to 1922. Elias invents 5 pieces. Each of the 5 flavors is chosen based on the initials of his 5 children, 1 flavor per child. 1924, 5 pieces are first sold in some Pittsburgh markets. 1926, 5 pieces are rolled out to all of New England. 1928, the new recipe and flavor is finalized and the candy begins nationwide distribution, department stores and other shops everywhere. 1935, the Roottrees Candy Company purchases every available maple farm in Pennsylvania in preparation for the global rollout. 1935, with the help of his son Elias Roottrees Jr.'s architecture firm, a new industrialized factory and warehouse are built in Butler County. 1936, production is tripled and worldwide distribution begins. There is also a What's Next section that claims Elias is going to pivot to ensuring his company's legacy and that the Roottrees Candy Company remains a family business. He plans to do this with the Clan-Said Trust. Okay. All stuff I pretty much knew. Did I spell that right? Gwyneth Anderson. Oh yeah, that's definitely spelled wrong. I like looked back to make sure it's spelled right. Still missed the W that time. Alright, run that back. Gwyneth Roottrees often attended social events with her husband. She's not mentioned in the newspaper except in that context, so you find no useful information. Alright, so that ad, so there's one more thing I can get to from this. Public County Times is the consistent ads for tours and demonstrations of the First Anderson Maple Farm for a very long time. The farm also appears every so often in a section about things to do in Butler County. Seems that twice each summer, the Roottrees Candy Company's current head of farming, Mrs. Cottrell, where is Cottrell? Oh. Stephanie Cottrell. So they're probably married to someone. Or they're them, who knows. Can I, like... Actually, since the rest is filled out, can I, like, fill in the spouses? Okay, you probably named April if you also were named after a month. Who knows who you married? There's only one man left, so you had to have married Cornwall. There's only one Stephanie, I remember. Oh yeah, you're Stephanie Cottrell. Yeah, you're Stephanie Cottrell. The current head of farming, Mrs. Cottrell. Oh, so then that'd be you. You're Mrs. Cottrell because you married Sam Cottrell. That makes sense. You're Mrs. Cottrell. That makes sense. Butler County demonstrate how 5 pieces were made at the beginning of the century. I don't know what your wife's names are actually, but I'll just throw those all in. that's right. The demonstration provides free samples of the original 5 flavors. They cost quite a lot to attend and sell out every time, so the Boulder County Times recommends getting tickets the moment they go on sale. The ads and blurbs do not have any other relevant information to help you. However, you do learn that the farm offers discounts on Tuesdays. I don't think that's like relevant to me. Hey. Anderson Farm offers discounts on Tuesdays. I'll put it down, fuck it. Also, Ernie is getting usurped by E.C. Was it ERTC? What's the WRTC? WTRC? What the fuck is it called? WRTD. Yeah, it's a shame that Eloise has no last name. Somehow I can get to something from here. I don't know how. Yeah, I have no clue who this fellow is. Roottrees would Watchman of the Year 1987 for his work with Root. The cover and a summary of the article has been added to your evidence. Carl Roottrees voted Watchman of the Year in 1987. A photo of him appears on the cover. According to the cover, Business Watch is the magazine for and about corporate leaders and has ongoing coverage of who's who in the corporate world. Carl was chosen not for his work at the Roottrees candy, but rather a clothing company, Root. There's a brief history. Before they married, Carl's wife Brenda was a fashion consultant. When Raina was born, Brenda retired to become a stay-at-home mother. Looking for a creative outlet, she spent any free time she had at the sewing machine. Raina's new clothes were a hit with other parents, including Carl's cousin, Jim Roottree, a notable singer who had a young daughter around the same age as Raina. Word spread. By 1982, Brenda's patterns were being copied by other brands, seeing the demand. Carl and his second cousin, Ernie Jr., who had just become president of Roottree at the time, spearheaded Root. Other blood relatives, who have a say in the company's finances, refused to fund anything other than candy, so Carl personally spent his entire inheritance to bankroll the clothing company. When the profits began to appear, however, the rest of the family changed their tune. They repaid his investment. Now Root exists under the umbrella of the candy company, and they all benefit. Per tradition, or perhaps superstition, new clothes always debuted the way the first ones did. Raina became their catalog's cover model. As she grew, the product line expanded to older kids as well. Her younger sisters were then recruited to show off the baby clothes. Carl was voted Watchman of the Year primarily for his personal gamble and ensuing payoff. Roottrees grabs life by the roots. Also, our ongoing coverage of who's in the corporate world. Alright, I got it all. Woo! Lock in. I don't know who the fuck EC is. I don't have a damn clue. Yeah, I don't know, because I've like read and read and read over the limited diaries I got. And what I have is Sam was the illegitimate child of Patricia and Ernie. Then they didn't want to take care of them, so they fucking punted them off to the farm. The farm was ran by EC and John. Maybe John is John Miller. John Miller. John is John Miller, question mark. John Miller. Were you an offer? This library fucking sucks. The farm. Alright. Lock in. Hold on, I don't know what to do. I'm not looking up the answers. That's not what I'm doing. Alright, lock in. Alright, lock in. Okay, so EC, I don't know who EC is, but at some point they got, could E to C be Edward Clancy Roottrees? Because that was in the journal, which is weird that they have the same initials. Mr. Miller is someone who worked with EC, and John is also someone who worked with EC, so maybe John and Mr. Miller are the same person, because Mr. Miller is definitely like how you say the last name, and John's the only other person I heard of, so maybe it's just John. Maybe John and EC Miller, John Miller and EC, maybe they were gay. Maybe they were gay back in the day and they kind of had to be hidden. Was Sam, like, against gay people? Sam just despised them? Greatest where we saw Sam working alongside the farmhands EC and John when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. So I checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. But there's a non-zero chance that... Nah, they wouldn't have been the Wilkins. No, they're working on the farm. They wouldn't have time to work on the Wilkins Motor Company. It's not impossible that the Wilkins are related, I just doubt it. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. Because Sam's the goat with, like, mechanics. Okay. Okay, then we need a new entry. Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor. Is that slang? Confirmed bachelor meaning. A man who has never married and is thought unlikely ever to marry, sometimes used in the past to suggest that a man was gay. I actually think he's gay. And he was fucking with John Miller. Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. And they worked on the farm with E.C. and John. And they later got, they always received mail for an Edward Clancy Rootree. Alright, lock in. This is the best I'm ever gonna get. EC is Edward Clancy Rootree, probably related to Elias Rootree. Maybe brother, maybe something else. And they were fucking with John Miller. But like back in the day, they'd probably be like executed for being gay, so they had to be quiet about it on the farm. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. But first, that's fine. I just had to guess the wives. Hello.
So, you thought EC was Edward Clancy Rootree, and his partner was John Miller?
Yes.
That's exactly what I needed to hear.
I'm the GOAT.
I'm Sam Madsen, though you know me as Samantha Rootree. Yep, I got old. The only picture you have of me is from 40 years ago. My book tells the truth about Elias, of 5 pieces, and my parents. Not my biological parents, Elias Jr. and Patsy. My fathers. Edward Clancy Rootree and John Miller. By now, you've either read Lauren's diaries, or you're just an incredible guesser. Lauren was right. I hated the 5 pieces. She just didn't know my full reasoning. My father, Edward Clancy, was a great man. But his identical twin Clancy and his father, Elias, were not. At age 16, my father was caught kissing a farmhand.
Confirmed bachelor.
Back then, they wouldn't even acknowledge gay people existed. Having one in the family was unthinkable. The same year, I was born. A bastard granddaughter. 2 stains on Elias's perfect family. He decided to fix both. They tried to erase Edward Clancy. They even removed his 5 pieces flavor. His name was deemed a dirty word. He became EC.
Huh. Huh. I forgot about that one.
We were sent to the farm, and the 5 pieces did their best to keep the next generation away. To isolate me from family. But Elias couldn't erase us from existence. Laura never realized I was the little girl from her diary. Who could blame me for being so confused that day? Her father was an exact copy of mine, except without the beard.
Yeah, I knew, like, that.
And while the 5 pieces celebrated a new factory, farmhands did the real work. It's a fluke there's a picture of my father at all. But there he is in the background. The 6th 5 piece. Patsy returned, and things got complicated for Elias. She fought for my freedom from a life she deemed unworthy.
How awful it is that such beauty was ripped from its rightful fate and were sent to live in possession of your brother's twisted twin and outcast, forced to a life of labor under a wicked relative. Patricia Christensen. Steamy correspondence by Tina Angelina. Well, I didn't find that. I don't think.
Elias relented, so long as I never learned the truth or receive inheritance. They knew I'd help my father. At Elias's will reading, I learned part of the truth. The rest I learned at home. I began to hate the 5 pieces. My father made me stay silent. He was worried history would repeat, and that his grandchildren would become outcasts. His fears weren't unfounded. As you know, my son Ernie died a few years ago. He had trained to take over as president.
True.
But due to family politics, or perhaps hubris, it went to Guy. A real Roottrees. He nearly ruined the company. When Ernie took over, he saved the operation. Over 13 years, he made the family billions. Ernie earned about $36.
The yearly salary of Roottrees' president is always locked to a price of a single pack of 5 pieces? If you're the president, you could just give yourself a pay package. Is he stupid?
They got by on Debbie's salary, but when he fell ill, he couldn't pay his medical bills. His death was my tipping point. Originally, my book was meant to expose Elias's hypocrisy. Until I started to look into the other dirty laundry.
True.
Ron tried to have Robbie removed from the trust, but couldn't. Robbie was a blood relative, even out of wedlock.
True.
That sounded familiar. The Clancid Trust that Elias established was designed to secure his family's future. His entire family's future. He couldn't write exceptions in without the whole thing falling apart.
True.
My book can definitively prove that Elias was not the paragon of virtue he's heralded as, and that my daughter and granddaughters are just as much family, at least in the eyes of the Trust, as anyone else. The Clancid Trust will secure their future. They can decide what to do with their shares. But I'm old, and I'm not in it for the money. The truth has been eating away at me for years, but now I can set the record straight, thanks to you. As someone who enjoys searching for the truth, you might understand the power it has. Whitewashing the past to protect the status quo can lead to repercussions in the present and future. So thank you. You knocked it out of the park. With your expert work, the truth will come to light.
Yeah, I'm the goat, I know.
And when it does, my share of the Clancid Trust is yours. Like I said at the beginning, set for life.
Let's fucking go.
Looking at the family tree on your wall, now with my father's, everything finally feels complete. Unless a whole lot more Roottrees somehow appear from thin air. This is the last time I'll come knocking.
That seems likely.
Thanks again, and so long.
We're rolling on down to the sea.
Woo! Let's go, mixed reviews!
Saturday night, and you're quite a sight. The world might be burning, but I'm feeling
And then everything changed. There's another mystery to solve. Oh god.
so witty. They're out of luck tonight.
It's a secret root tree. Ah, heavens. Dude, that was really good. That was really, really good. That shit was too hard to give up 15 minutes in. Alright, let's go. Okay. Find out what happens to the infamous family and a whole new mystery. Roottrees Mania will spoil unlocked content. Make sure you've tied up any loose ends before starting. Okay. Hey, my man!
Probably not who you expected to be knocking, but life's funny sometimes.
Yeah.
You've done well staying anonymous. It took us a while to track you down. A lot has happened in the last year. Far too much of it public. But there's stuff going on behind the scenes, too. I never wanted to be president. I'm not great with stress. And with my mother's deteriorating
You're president?
I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm not here for sympathy. I'm here because part of the fallout of Sam's book is that everyone's coming out of the woodwork. Now that it's public knowledge that Clancy Trust covers any root tree despite their history with us, a lot of potential cousins have surfaced.
Oh, God.
You may have seen that man on the cover of News Time. That was a disaster for us. And then Miracle went and made it all about himself. The long and short of it is, a lot of potential cousins just showed up. Sam's helping some of them, but she's not really going about it the right way. And she's not taking calls from anyone in the family. I let it slip through a mutual friend that I found you, and I was stopping in. It's manipulative, but I'm hoping she'll reach out to you. You can let her know I'm on her side. In the meantime, if you're willing, I can share our files with you. Pass them along to Sam if she reaches out. I'm genuinely hoping she'll realize I'm an ally. Feel free to do your own research. I've been told you enjoy things like this. To each their own.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What the Bro, can these people just jerk off? Oh my God, how much infidelity! Possible infidelity 3. Okay. Oh, God. Seems like a nightmare. Today is August 3rd, 1999. It has been 8 months since you helped Sam Madsen with the research necessary for her book. Sam was true to her word and paid you an incredibly large sum of money. She never mentioned you by name, however, so you managed to keep a low profile. The Roottrees on the Iron have not. Below summary of notable events since the book's release, though you can refresh your memory in full detail by searching online. 6 pieces. Sam Madsen's book about Elias Rootree was released in February. It was a bestseller for a few months. At the time, Carl had not yet been replaced. The Rootree Rift. In March, the Rootree company stumbled publicly as they attempted to respond to the book's release with multiple conflicting press releases and a clear lack of leadership. Clark Rafferty LaRue. Clark was announced as the permanent successor to Carl Rootree and welcomed Sam Madsen to the family officially. The company hired an outside legal group to handle the changes to the clan-side trust. This included any other new questions of lineage. 5 Ps. After this announcement, there was a rash of different people claiming to be Roottrees, mostly dismissed as opportunists and scammers. The highest profile of these by wide margin was a rapper named Felix Fellows, who changed his moniker to 5 Ps as a publicity move at the same time. 5 Ps is the only notable person on the updated tree. Rootree Mania. In another high-profile misstep, Miracle Rootree publicly and vehemently denied that 5Ps was a Rootree. The Rootree's legal team then offered to do a DNA test to get 5Ps to drop his claim, and in a moment that caught what seemed like the entire world, the test proved he was a Rootree. Suddenly, the world was obsessed with the Rootrees. Anonymom and Jane Doe Rootree. In July, an anonymous woman, who the press began to refer to as Anonymom, appeared in interviews with her face and voice disguised. She claimed that an affair with a Rootree led to the birth of her daughter, aka Jane Doe Rootree. If true, this will make her daughter yet another secret Rootree and therefore entitled to a share of the clan's said trust. Nobody knew it at the time, but this would turn out to be the last chapter in the Rootree Mania saga. As more and more of the Anonymom's story came out, people began to notice how much it echoed 5Ps in nearly every significant way. The court of public opinion began to turn, confirming the world's suspicions. The DNA test, orchestrated by lawyers on both sides, proved that her daughter was not a Rootree. This final event caused public disappointment, smugness from doubters, and countless accusations of the entire ordeal being an elaborate hoax or attempt at fraud. Things got a bit ugly, and the fun of Rootree Mania seemed to disappear overnight. Now, a month later, it feels like a distant memory. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Clark. Hold the fuck up. Today, August 3rd, 1999, there was a knock at your door. Clark Rafferty LaRue, the current president of the Rootree Candy Company, explained that multiple people have come out of the woodwork to claim to be Rootrees. He has been trying to work with Sam, but she has not answered his calls. He also handed you a letter that he said you could share with Sam that said the following. To both of you, the company I hired to help us with the clan-said trust is busy pouring through the entire family's history, as well as people they may have had contact with. That said, the family is not particularly happy with this and are doing their best to slow things down. Many of them are actively avoiding our interviews. Every time there's a high-profile public case, it causes headaches. So please, I don't mind if you do your research, but I ask that you stop going to the press. Instead, we have a highly trained team of lawyers to back you up. We're ready and willing to verify anyone and everyone you believe could be realistically part of a relationship that led to the birth of a new Rootree. Just tell us who to investigate by filling in the new sections of the tree, and we'll take the time to handle verifying that the timeline checks out. So how the fuck does this work? Used to have a note that like said how many you need to solve to lock it in. No, there's not that. Okay, so I have to get 4 right to lock in. Okay. Keep in mind why we're here. If someone didn't have a child or has already been disqualified by our lawyers, like in the case of the girl with the negative DNA test, there won't be a place for them on the tree. We're not just looking for affairs and infidelities, we're only looking for the ones that led to potential new Roottrees. Some spots in the new section will be marked with a tree icon. Those areas are reserved for members of the original family tree you filled in 8 months ago. Just like last time, be sure to use birth names for everyone you add. Married names or nicknames won't be enough. To start sorting out the infidelities, I recommend you turn your eye to the men in positions of power. I'd love to say that's only because it would have been a lot harder for the women to hide 9 months of pregnancy and birth without the family noticing, but I can't. I'll be blunt, I'm no stranger to infidelity. I wish I could claim that I was perfect husband, but you've seen the family tree, so why pretend? Some of us learned how to wield our family name and fortune to our benefit. Consequences be damned. I can't change the past or unhurt those who I betrayed. Instead, all I can do is be honest with myself and to you. I refuse to make any more mistakes and do my best to sort out the various messes we've left behind. So please fill in the tree, and together we can figure out how to begin to make amends. Good luck and thank you both. Alright. Okay. How many names we got? Oh. I'm gonna be honest, folks. I don't like my odds here. Your computer is now ready for Y2K. Holy shit! File names can now be up to 20 characters long. This should be enough for everyone. Putting a CD in a drive upside down will no longer heat the plastic to dangerous temperatures and no longer prompt to replace printer ink when it's still 50% full. As always, remember, cache PCs are delicious. Kids PCs are not safe for human consumption. Yeah. God damn it, you're still not updated. I don't want to start this. I'll probably start it another time. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'd like to give it a good crack at it. But I don't want to start it now because tomorrow I'll have Scrabble, and doing the first case was enough thinking like this for a little bit. Because that was a lot of brain work I had to do for the first one. Yeah, that was really good. That was really, really good. They did a great job with this. They should have, kind of wish they got like more of a custom soundtrack. But you know, that's, I suppose, asking for a lot. I'll probably all. Hey, it took me 12 hours. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. This is in 6.5 hours? Fucking hell. Yes. You did that in 4 hours? Fucking hell. Good work. Got like 6 hours. I was guessing way more and not using notes. Bro, my notes list was so cracked. I put everything on that shit. I would never trust the old noggin to remember things. That's why I got the notes. Is Oberdin better than this? Yes. Oberdin is better. But this was very, very good. Yeah, I wouldn't really compare this and Oberdin, honestly. Though that's the most, like, apt comparison. They're not very comparable to one another. Oh, it's convenient that the Oberdin is right next to Roottrees. You know, this is like... This was very good. Very, very fun. It's definitely mostly like reading and figuring things out, which is, you know, that's the game, which is very good. They did a great job with it overall. Really enjoyed it. The Oberdin is like a fucking masterclass in every aspect. This game is just one of a kind. like a master class in like everything. Storytelling, presentation, for gameplay, figuring things out, setting, just absolute masterclass. I won't be streaming tomorrow anyways. I'm playing Scrabble. Now Friday I could play Bug Fables. It won't happen, but I could play Bug Fables. But yeah, this is very good. I really enjoyed my time with it. I will give the Roottrees Mania, I'll give that a shot in the future. Don't know when, I might want to do it sooner than I think. I don't know how, I don't know if I'll accomplish very far, but we'll see. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna call it a night. It's, I beat it, so I'm happy. Might be able to fit an episode of Columbo tonight, honestly. Well, if it's like almost 10. Yeah, I maybe could. I'll probably just watch House, though. Alright. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.